That just happened. Hello YouTube and welcome to my new challenge. I wanted to take a break from the old trainers at level 100 series, so I decided to do a challenge that no one asked for. Can I beat Pokemon Soul Silver with all my Pokemon having Truant ability? Truant is an ability that only allows you to attack once every other turn. Think of it as the average person's gym membership. You get excited the first day and then never show up again. So here's how it's going to go. Any Pokemon I catch will have its ability changed to Truant. Otherwise, wild encounters and trainers Pokemon will not be affected. This will result in beautiful outcomes like getting my ass kicked by a level 2 Pidgey and a battle with a level 3 Sentret that lasts for 7 turns. Let the fun begin. Since my team is useless half the battle, I will need to utilize that downtime. That's why I chose Chikorita, since it's not really about strong hitting moves. I then decided to level up my Chikorita, then decided not to. I won the rival battle by getting 2 crits in a row, stole his ID, and still gave a made up name anyways. Coming up next is catching my next Pokemon, but first we need to take care of something. Perfect. I plan on catching 3 Ghastlies, and I need to level up 2 of them. Now comes the boring part that you don't get to see, but I have to go through. And thanks to editing tools, we're here. After some grinding, I was able to get 2 of my Ghastlies to level 12, before battling Faulkner. At level 12, Ghastly learns Curse. I will start the battle with that to guarantee that I deal damage during the turns I'm loafing around. Things are simple for now. I'll go for Curse, and then switch around my Pokemon until the enemy goes down. With only 2 Pokemon, this should go well for me. Before Curse, I could only win with my full team alive. Now it's getting better. Also, it's almost impossible to beat Faulkner otherwise, because he goes for sand attacks, and missing with Truant makes you useless for 2 turns, not just 1. And by the time you attack again, your Pokemon's accuracy will be dropped so low, it almost becomes blind. The battle is not over yet, however. I outspeed his Pidgeotto, so I get the Curse. But what I need is to land Hypnosis, before Faulkner decides to go for Roosts. I'm keeping my second level 12 Ghastly in case things go badly, because if Pidgeotto doesn't sleep long enough, I will most probably lose. I could try and use Spite to make him run out of Roost, but he ends up killing me during my downturns. Not gonna lie, it doesn't feel good struggling versus the first gym leader, but you know how it is in this channel. I think I need to come up with something better, and soon. For now, we dodge trainers, forget to take the old rod, defeat bad guys. Would you please look the other way? Trying to make a living here. Got to experience my first double battle, and then challenge Bugsy. I'll probably need all my 3 Ghastlies for this one. The good news is that Bugsy always goes for focus energy when he brings out Scyther. But he's smart. Once I get Curse on Scyther, I can expect him to use U-turn, switching and clearing himself from the Curse. More good news, his Metapod can't attack my Ghastly. Even better news, I can get him to waste his healing item on Metapod, because it lives on 1 HP. I need to get all of that out of the way in order to stand a chance against his Scyther. I also have to play around my downturns. Sometimes I will switch my Pokemon instead of wasting an attacking turn, in order to get a chance to attack when the next Pokemon comes out. That's why you will notice that I switch on his Metapod's last turn. This applies throughout the whole challenge, not just for Bugsy. The same thing is repeated with his Kakuna. He brings out Scyther, uses Focus Energy, and then switches out to Kakuna. So I need to take it out, but this time without Bugsy's healing items. Unfortunately, I made a mistake on this attempt, and misclicked when I was switching and lost my 1 HP Ghastly. I realized this battle is lost, but I went ahead with it anyways. Scyther takes out my Chikorita, and luckily my last remaining Ghastly survives on 5 HP. I think that was a range attack, because I normally wouldn't survive it, but I'll take it. We're not done yet, because we still have second rival to take down, and this one was a disaster. Let's see what happens after the short ad break. And we're back, and I'm ready to challenge the rival. You're going to love this as much as I hated it. The rival has his own cursed Ghastly, so I can start with the normal type to bait it into using it, and by switching in and out, I can make it kill itself. However, I need him to not start with Mean Look. If that happens, I reset. The best start I can get is if he goes for Curse right away, but Spite is also fine. After his second Curse, Ghastly goes down for free. This is the easy part of the battle. Next is his first real threat, Quilava. I needed to go for Leer or Smokescreen. If he keeps using Ember, I lose the battle. After I get Curse, I sacrifice Sandshrew to give my Ghastly a second chance, but Ember takes me down. It gets worse because he goes for a third Ember. However, I barely survive on 1 HP, and I land my Hypnosis. This guarantees the kill, and thank God the rival doesn't use healing items. Now comes his final Pokemon, Zubat. I kept Chikorita alive for this, since it's the only one that can tank a bite from it. But it didn't get to that. Luckily, my Ghastlies outspeed it, so I was able to land Curse and Hypnosis. It was an embarrassing one turn sleep, but it worked out. And with that, the rival is down. While planning this out, I realized I'm going to have a hard time versus the 4th gym leader, Morty. I guess I'll have to worry about that later. I have a rolling cow to take care of first. But not before my favorite part, torturing animals. I got a random pop quiz by a stranger, decided to catch a Paris to use its ability Effect Spore, realized it has Truant, released it, and then challenged Whitney. Does it bother anyone else that you can't see the Clefairy shape as easily compared to the old gym? Speaking of Clefairies, good news, it can only hit me with Metronome, so I'm completely safe. The best case here if she goes for Mimic, because then the AI will choose to raise its stat using Curse over attacking me with Metronome, giving me a free kill. And that's exactly what happens in this attempt. While I'm daydreaming every other turn, Clefairy's getting buffed. Now it's Miltank. I didn't know what to expect going into this one, but after a few battles, I realized she likes to take down my Pokemon with Stomp. I do get my Curse off, but I have to play around her heal. The problem is, Miltank survives on 1 HP, so she will always get a chance to heal it. What I need to do is break that pattern by attacking her at least once. Luckily, Chikorita survives, so Razor Leaf was enough to get the job done. I don't know why I still have Chikorita at this point, but I'm glad I have it. And we managed to make a kid cry. Now it's time to work on my team. I'm going to need a Stantler for Morty. I also caught a Hoppip, a Drowsy to breed with later, a Ditto for absolutely no reason, and received the level 20 Spearow, who is currently the highest Pokemon in my team. As depressing as that sounds, I leveled up my new Pokemon, took down the rival, and I'm now ready to challenge Morty. The reason I like to use Stantler here is because of the type advantage, and the lack of good coverage on Morty's team. The only moves I need to watch out for are Curse, Sucker Punch, and Dream Eater. I can easily switch if he uses Curse. Dream Eater requires that I be put to sleep, and Sucker Punch has 5 PP, and only hits if I use an attacking move. So even those, there are ways around them. I plan on taking him out with Confuse Ray and Astonish, so with enough tries, I should be able to take him down. Let's see how that one goes. I get a great start, and his first 2 Pokemon go down easily. For his Gengar, I make him run out of Sucker Punch power points first. It also helps that the AI prioritizes it. Once that happens, the only thing he can do is put me to sleep, and attack with Shadow Ball, which fails to hit normal types. So even though Morty heals it with Hyper Potion, an under-leveled normal type with Truant can still take down the Gengar. One last Hunter remaining, and this one goes down to my Stantler. I didn't even need to play around Sucker Punch that much. Next, I need to unlock the Safari Zone as soon as possible, and to do that, I need to take care of a few things first. Taking down the Lighthouse trainers with an entire team of Truant lackeys was just as boring as it sounds, only to make it to the top and get asked to do even more boring stuff.
After all you put me through, you expect me to help you just like that? Just like that? Fine.
Just a big bird taking the elevator, nothing to see here. Next is Chuck. We all know Chuck is a joke, so hopefully I don't need to grind to take him down, because I want to keep the leveling up for my next Pokemon. He always starts with Double Team, so that's a free curse from Ghastly, and one hit from Fearow is enough to take down his remaining HP. Pretty easy. Next is Poliwrath. He goes for Focus Punch, followed by Hypnosis, and a bunch of absolutely useless garbage that no gym leader should have. 2 Hyper Potions and a Citrus Berry later, and not even Truant was enough to give the 5th gym leader a chance. Once we embarrass the 5th badge out of Chuck, we're ready to catch my newest addition to the team. Who do I have to bribe to get a Mr. Mime to stay in the Pokeball? After a long time grinding, walking back and forth, we get an egg. Even more walking, more grinding, bought the TM's Thunder and Focus Blast, got the held item Chill Bell, and I finally have a Mr. Mime with the movesets that I need. A few more leveling up, and we challenge Jasmine. You know what you get going around bullying kids all day? That's right, experience. Okay, first of all, I want to point out that Jasmine is the worst trainer to show my new strategy on, and it took me many tries to beat her. But here it goes. Alright, time to give this moveset a try. Of course, it wouldn't be one of my videos without Quick Claw, so let's use it. Actually, Quick Claw here is not needed, I just happened to get it in this attempt. Skip Loom speed is pretty decent. I use Skip Loom to use Leech Seed. I could just sacrifice it, but I know there's a chance Jasmine goes for Sonic Boom, so I switched to Ghastly to get a free curse. Stacking damage will be great for the next part. Now comes my Mr. Mime. The first thing I need to do is to get rid of my stupid ability, so I use Roleplay. Roleplay will make me copy whichever ability the opponent has, and I'll honestly take anything at this point. After that, I'm looking to raise my stats using Nasty Plot. This will raise my special attack by 2 stages. I often prioritize Hypnosis to put the opponent to sleep while gaining health from Leech Seed, but this time I didn't need to start with it. I knew that Jasmine would heal first. Remember when I said this strategy sucks versus Jasmine? This is why. Not only am I paralyzed, but I get confused and end up attacking myself multiple times. The good news is that 1 Nasty Plot is all I need. The bad news, with how bad the battle is going, I now need Steelix to miss Iron Tail for me to win this. Not even close. This is basically the idea. With high special stat, my psychics and special attacks can almost one-shot most of the opponent's team. Or at least, that's what I thought. Someone seriously needs to pee. Next we catch the red Gyarados, turning it from a rare shiny to the most useless Gyarados in existence thanks to Truant. Then we challenge Price, Johto's joke of a gym leader. With his Seal's movesets, I felt like it was safe to set up without using Skip Loom, so we're only using Mr. Mime for this one if we get a good start. 1 Nasty Plot is all I need. 3 Psychics later, and the fight is over. Man, I still remember the nightmare from facing Price in my level 1 challenges. I hate it, Ice Shard. Yeah, that happens sometimes. With the 7th batch down, time to save the day again. What happens when you put the perfect disguise and the perfect moron in the same room? And then he leaves. Until he doesn't. Nope, he's gone again. After more battles that I have to do but you don't have to see, we head to the next town. Final Gym. With Claire, the game starts catching up in levels, so the start of the fight is not as safe as Price's. So we're going back to using Skip Loom for this one. I need to either survive Bite or get Quick Claws active. I use Leech Seed and then switch to Mr. Mime. For this fight, I need to raise my stats twice. Otherwise, I don't one-shot her Kingdra or Gyarados. But here's the problem. Gyarados will kill me if I go for 2 nasty plots. So what I need to do is take it down after my first nasty plot, thanks to the damage already done from Leech Seed. Once it goes down, I go for one last setup turn, and hope Dragonair's Aqua Tail doesn't kill me. And that's why we used Leech Seed. I barely live on 3 HP, but with that I'm safe. And thanks to Shell Bell, I get to heal as well. I came up with a great idea of copying her Dragonair's Shed Skin ability, until I realized how dumb that was, and not to mention, accomplishes absolutely nothing when I can just kill them. 8 badges down, 3 random death, a creepy interrogation, and 1 totally not awkward ritual to summon a big scary chicken, and... we're off to the Elite Four. The Elite Four will be the last time I'm going to use this exact strategy. I'm also going to change my moveset during the Elite Four, but we'll get to that later. Let's start with Will. Tanking psychic attacks with Mr. Mime is not a problem, but I still need to play it safe and use Skip Loom first, because I'm going to need the health regen. The problem with Will is that he gets me confused early on. Plus, I need to get 3 nasty plots this battle, because I plan on taking down his team with Psychics. That is to avoid teaching Mr. Mime Thunder over Focus Blast, otherwise Karen will be an issue. I get a good RNG this time, and I snap out of confusion right as I take down his first Xatu. Good start so far. Now the battle begins. Let's see how much damage I deal. Not bad. Even against his more bulky Pokemon, they couldn't take a stab Psychic with max special attack. Next is Koga. He starts with Area Dose, so we can all correctly assume he's going to be useless. Oh, I'm not locked in here with you, buddy. You're locked in here with me. 1 nasty plot is all I need. This gives a chance for Fortress to use Toxic Spikes, and his Crobat to use Double Team and Wing Attack. Luckily, I don't miss Psychic, getting rid of his last threat. Everything else goes down in 1 hit. Bruno was even easier. A fighting type trainer doesn't stand a chance against psychic attacks. For some reason he likes to go for a quick attack on my Skip Loom, and since I can easily survive that, I was able to put it to sleep. The setup was straightforward from here, and the rest was easy. Now you get to enjoy some metal music as I take down Bruno. Next is Karen, and I'm glad I still have my Focus Blast. This whole time Karen was the one trainer I was planning for, and she was still difficult to defeat that I almost thought of redoing the entire Elite Four with a different setup. This battle is all about RNG. Umbreon doesn't hit hard, and even Skip Loom survives, so the setup is not the worst thing, as long as I can put it to sleep long enough before it uses Confuse Ray and Double Teams, because Focus Blast only has limited power points, and I can't afford to waste any. Next is Gengar, and an easy Psychic takes it out. Now the battle gets really tough. Focus Blast has a terrible 70% accuracy, and if I miss on Murkrow, I will get Whirlwinded, and that insta-loses me the battle. However, it goes down in 1 turn, so that takes care of her first threat. Next is the worst Pokemon on her team, her Houndoom. If Murkrow is bad because it can force a switch, Houndoom can straight up kill me. I need to not miss Focus Blast, or else I die here. Vileplume goes down to Psychic, so the battle is guaranteed at this point. And now the champion. I'm not sure what to expect with this one. Let's find out. First thing I do is use roleplay, copying its Intimidate ability and lowering Gyarados' physical attack. This right here is huge, otherwise I wouldn't be able to survive. With his lowered attack and the regen from Leech Seed, I managed to survive a couple of turns, just enough to get my setup complete. I have to risk it and go for 3 nasty plots, where I don't one-shot his Charizard, and I'm pretty sure his Dragonite as well. Fun fact, I had to make sure I maximize my speed EVs in order to have a chance to outspeed the Aerodactyl. Otherwise, I have to hope it misses Rock Slide. I tried that one before and it was not fun. Next are 4 very scary dragons, and I haven't been this far with 3 nasty plots before. So let's see how this one goes. With that, the champion is down. But the challenge is not over yet. You guys wanna hear a joke? Kanto. You can defeat the gyms in Kanto in almost any order that you want. So I'll start with Sabrina, because I need the TM that she gives us. Once that happens, my Mr. Mime becomes a lot stronger. I mean really strong. Like so strong you won't even believe.
Enough already!
Let's check that out with Blue. I've replaced roleplay with the TM skill swap. Now, I don't just get rid of Truant, I give it to the first Pokemon the enemy brings out. This makes it a perfect Pokemon to set up on. I also don't need Skiploom anymore, especially that I now have leftovers. Going for 3 nasty plots is a lot easier now, and way more consistent. Once my setup is complete and my special attack is maxed, taking down the rest of his team wasn't an issue, even though I'm not over leveled by any means. So at this point, taking down Red should be easy, nothing can go wrong. And the battle is over. Let's try that again. Nope. I realized I needed to go for Iron Tail and miss. This is gonna take a while. Yes! Finally! Now what? Once he gets a chance to attack again, I'm dead. And that's why I needed to relearn Hypnosis. So I still need to put Pikachu to sleep. Perfect. Now we might have a chance. In order to minimize the risk, I decided to go for 1 nasty plot, kill the Pikachu, and then try to go for more nasty plots if I get a chance. He brings out Snorlax next, and I managed to put it to sleep. This could be my chance to maximize my special attack while he's getting lowered from Hail. It still takes me 2 hits to take down the Snorlax, but luckily he doesn't wake up. Next is Lapras. I go for Psychic, and... yeah, this is when I realized I'm just too weak for this. I won't be able to make it at this level, so I have to level up, maybe find some rare candies that I haven't picked up, and try that all over again. Things go almost the same way, except this time Red healed Snorlax. Now is Lapras again. Let's hope I get him this time. Son of a 100th times the charm. Once again, I'm at max special attack, but this time I'm at level 78. Let's see if I can get it this time. Finally! Only half his team is remaining. I hate this challenge. And with that, Red is down. If you enjoyed this one, I decided to try this same battle using only a team of level 1 Pokemon. I had fun doing it, you might want to check it out. Please make sure you follow the channel if you haven't done so already, and see you next time.